What up, YouTube? It's your boy Garrett here, coming at you with another video. This was the Catalina family trip, August 2024. Took the whole family over to the island. My wife and my daughter Zoe and my son Owen and my mom also. Took the Catalina Flyer over in the morning, and the rest of the family, my sister's family, along with me and my dad, we took the Dreadnought over, and it was a 2-day trip. We had an awesome time, and I'm gonna go over some highlights from the trip with you guys here. The weather was amazing, and the kids had a blast. So it was a interesting trip. It had some high highs and some low lows. But as you can see here in the video footage, the crossing over for us was excellent. You know, the ocean was laid out. We had some beautiful blue skies, and so stay tuned. I'm going to be narrating this video and showing you guys some of the highlights, and stay tuned.
Yeah, there might be for different sizes.
So when we first pulled into Avalon, the harbor master hooked us up. This guy was super cool. We spent a little time talking about the good old days, and he was telling us his party stories from living on the island. And anyways, we got lucky. We got one of the last moorings just outside Avalon, and we started fishing right away. See what Garibaldi looks like?
Come here.
Come here.
He's naked.
Putting his pants on.
Woo, you got a Garibaldi.
Wow, look at the color on this one.
Holy crazy. Yeah, you caught a goldfish.
Oh,
There he is.
okay, I need the pliers. So after being at the first mooring for maybe about an hour, the harbor master came back around, and one of the moorings right next to the pier inside Avalon Harbor opened up, and he moved us right there, and we scored. We got premium location. And once the boat was moved, my wife and my daughter and my son and my mom got on board. It was party time.
What are you doing, Zoe? You on a boat? Say boat. Boat. Boat.
So my daughter Zoe already stumbles around like a drunken sailor, and that's when she's on flat ground. So obviously on a moving boat was a little challenging for her, so she couldn't stay around for too long.
Here he comes, it's a good one.
Did you get him, Owen?
Oh, yeah, brother.
Wind it up, buddy. What did you get? This is Owen's very first fish, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, you got a bass, buddy. Hey, give me a thumbs up, Owen. Hold the string. I'm going to take a picture. Look at me, buddy. Yeah, good job, buddy. Awesome. So during this trip, believe it or not, the best fishing, especially for the kids, was right there on the mooring, right in the middle of the harbor. You know, we did go out and try to fish some other spots later in the trip, but the majority of the small calico bass and sheephead were right there on our mooring, so we didn't have to go far, and we got a bunch of great footage of all the kids pulling on these fish. They were having a blast. Oh, I see him on there. Did he come off? Here's Frankie up on the bow, hooked up again. He's got another one.
Sheephead keeper!
Let me see.
Sheephead keeper right there, baby!
Woo! Here we are.
Woo! Woo!
Gonna slap you in the face with it, Frankie!
Ollie, get. Go. No. Here. Watch out, back up.
Jesus. Holy mackerel.
Got a hold of this fishing rod right now. Oh, you mata.
Okay.
Bait.
He was hooked up.
Where'd you find that?
It was right there. Okay, hook him back up.
Here.
So we ended up wrapping up the first day's fishing. The weather was great. All the kids caught a whole bunch of fish right there at the mooring, and Owen caught his very first fish ever, which was awesome. And you know, we got a whole bunch of great pictures to help us remember the day. So once the sun went down, it started getting dark out. The kids kept fishing. They were having so much fun, and started catching some of these stingrays right there on the anchor. Now, obviously, we're not keeping stingrays. It was accidental bycatch. But regardless, the kids were still having fun catching them. So, you know, I released the first one, no problem, and we got a second stingray on deck. And, you know, in my lifetime, I've probably released 100 stingrays, but something about tonight, you know, I was a little tired, and I let my guard down for about 1 second, and I put the towel over the top of the stingray and went to go grab him, and that stingray punched his tiny little stinger right through that towel and directly into my palm. And, you know, I was gonna show the whole footage, but I was cussing like a sailor because it hurt so bad. All that footage was basically unusable. I want to try to keep this video PG, but anyways, it was definitely a turn for the worse that evening. Well, this wasn't my first encounter with the stingray. I've actually been stung with the stingray before, so you know, the good thing was we had a boat that had a stove and hot water. So the first thing you do whenever you get a stingray sting is you put that thing in hot water right away to help neutralize and break down the proteins in the venom. So we had the harbor master come around and take a look at the injury, and under his strong advisement, he recommended that we go ahead and go into the hospital. Number one, to get a tetanus shot, and number two, to do an x-ray to make sure that the little tippet of that stinger didn't get stuck in the palm of my hand. So off to the hospital we went. So as you can see here in the picture, my hand swelled up pretty bad. Looks like I had a little butt cheek for a palm right there. It swelled up pretty big. But the good news was everything checked out at the hospital. They gave me a tetanus shot and a shot of morphine for the pain, and the x-rays came up negative, so there was no piece of stinger stuck in the palm. So I guess the silver lining was that I got to go sleep in the hotel with my wife and kids instead of on the boat for that night.
Okay, guys, see this island? Catalina. Super beautiful, this island. Bunch of beautiful trees, and it's tropical. It's so, like, I can't even describe it. It's so good.
So the next morning, I ended up staying on the island with my wife and my baby daughter, Zoe. And we went out to breakfast, and I ended up stuffing my face with some French toast, you know, crying away my stingray blues from the night before. And the rest of the family all jumped on the Dreadnought, and they headed out to try to do some more fishing. They decided to go ahead and move away from the mooring there and go on the outside and try to hook some bigger game. And, you know, the wind started to kick up. However, my mom was able to hook a nice fish. We think it was a yellowtail, but unfortunately, that fish ended up pulling her up on the bow, and before she could run up there in time, it wrapped her around the anchor rope and unfortunately broke her off. So, the beginning of day 2 there, it was yellowtail 1, mom 0, but that's okay. They gave it their best, and you know, that wind ended up howling, and it kind of, you know, put the kibosh on fishing on the outside for day 2. Since that wind was starting to scream, everybody just, you know, came right back into the mooring, got set up, and just started fishing again right there. And we had another really fun day of fishing for small calico bass and sheephead right there at the mooring in Avalon Harbor.
Calico!
All right, hold it, Frank. Here it is. Oh my gosh! Woo! Aaron, take a picture.
I am.
Woo! Oh God! Oh God!
Let me see.
Frankie.
Did he bite you?
Yeah.
Bite your hand off.
Watch out, so Dad can see, so Grandpa can see. You did it, guy. All right, I need some.
Okay, Grandma got one. Get in the pliers.
I'm getting bit.
Another bite, real quick. Take these, take these. Or no, you already got a pliers. Okay, let's wash. Did you get something, Grandpa?
I'm getting bit right now. Get ready to go snorkeling.
So at the end of the second day, I was feeling a little bit better. I hopped back on the boat, and we started to get ready to go snorkeling. And you know, Oliver here actually had to catch one more fish before we went off for our snorkel session. So I went ahead and I did a compilation of all of the snorkeling footage for the whole trip, and I put that in a separate video, and that's going to be part 2. So you guys should stick around here. At the very end of this first video, it'll roll into a part 2 where I combined 2 days worth of snorkeling footage all in one compilation. So it came out fantastic.
Yeah, no, those big fish down there. I got one and I couldn't get him up.
All right, reel, Ollie, reel, Ollie, reel. Here, let him reel, let him reel. I see it, I see it, I see it. Okay, reel, Ollie, reel, 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 reel. Good, good job. Keep going, Ollie.
Okay. Get some air.
Reel, reel,
All right.
reel.
All right, ready? Step back.
Yeah. Wait, Ollie, come back.
Where'd he go?
Come back.
So that night after our snorkeling session was finished, my mom and Oliver actually got really lucky. They ended up scoring a pair of free tickets to go out on the flying fish expedition. And what they do here, for those of you who don't know what a flying fish is, they take the boat out at nighttime, and at Catalina Island during the summertime, there's a bunch of what are called flying fish, which are a type of fish that can actually use their wings kind of like a bird, and they fly out of the water. And my mom and Oliver went on this trip in the evening, and they got some great footage of the flying fish coming out of the water, as you can see here. And it was just a really cool way to end that last night of the trip, and they got to experience that, which was great.
No, it goes too far away.
That one almost hit the beach over there.
Ahoy!
Oh, we're ready!
I had a row. The full star got locked up, the rope got loose. With the full star, they got over.
They're gonna go over to the low dock.
So this was the last morning of the trip, and we decided to do it up big. The entire family went onto the island there, and we all went out to breakfast together. My wonderful wife Kim and my baby Zoe and son Owen, as well as my mom and my dad, Aaron, Missy, Frankie, Oliver, everybody. We all went out to breakfast, and you know, we figured this would be a great way to finish off the trip before shoving off for the ride home. So that about does it for this video, guys. And we got some exit footage here that my mom took as we were putting out of Avalon Harbor there. And like I said before, stick around for part 2. I took all of that snorkeling footage for the whole trip and put it in a part 2 that's gonna roll up next here. And if you stick around to the very end of that part 2 video, we did explore Long Point, and you know, we went through the caves and got some excellent snorkeling footage there, and just some end of the trip footage of exploring that Long Point area before we motored over the crossing back to Los Alamitos Harbor. So once again, Team Dread Sport Fishing, peace out.